Hello friends, Happy New Year, welcome back into the Golden Tee Lounge. It's your friend here, Kevin Lindsay. Time to take a look at this week's Monday Mix-Up Daily Contest. It is Hollywood Hills, $1,050 in the prize pool with a $173 top prize. Kicking things off here with a lovely, lovely par 5 that is now a drivable par 4. And look at this, 302 yards. Makes a, let's be honest, a pretty good start here for Monday Mix-Up. Well, pretty good start if you know how to aim, but what would a video be after the holiday break if it didn't start with me in the sand trap? But we made the chip, so I don't know what to think of that, but we'll take it as a positive. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, whatever you celebrate over the last couple weeks. It has been quite busy. And then, of course, you go from hole 11, which is a drivable par 4 now, to hole 1 that is sometimes drivable here with the Season 3 tees. Not going to high tee it here because it is only 362. My current Build-A-Bag with grabbers has me at 322. It's going to make it very easy to blow past that green. So I'm just going to put bite on, and we're going to just go right at the pin there. And then if I miss this putt, you'll probably never see me again because I will fire myself because that is a pretty flat green and a pretty close putt. 4 after 2 as we move on to hole 6, which is in the number 3 spot here. This is an interesting hole because this was previously not drivable. It is not necessarily set up to be drivable here, but you can absolutely get close there. I think I might have gotten there at least once before. It really depends on the wind and the couple of bounces you get past the sand traps there, but at least puts you in a good enough position to chip in for eagle if you are good at Golden Tee. I am none of those things, although sometimes decent, so it means we are only chipping in or putting in for birdie. That's okay. Hole 4 is hole number 12, a par 3. This one I'm offsetting myself a little bit just because it's a left 8 wind with a right green slope, and that pin is a little too close to the edge for my comfort. Is that going to go in? No, it's not. I was looking for the first hole in 1 of the year, but that's all right. Plenty of action this week. Throwback Thursday, sticking with the daily contest this Thursday. Freaky Friday, the best of Season 3 2022 par 4s. As we continue on, okay, hole 5. This is hole 13. It is a par 5 that is now a sort of ish, semi, not really that many times drivable par 4. If this wind was blowing straight and not to the left, I would go for this. There's not a really good reason to risk it, even though it's only hole 5 of the round. I'm sure somebody will get there, and kudos to them, but to me, just not worth it. Hit a nice C, 2.5, C3, and just take the birdie as you land it on the green here. He says landed on the green here as he hits it short and in the water. Welcome back, Kevin Lindsay. Say welcome back to my 5 hybrid. Almost. Now the problem is when this was a par 5, you could miss that shot in the water and you would be okay. But now that is a par 4, any chance that you haven't put it in the water, it's going to cost you some strokes there, which is what happened to me. But that's okay. It is the daily contest, which means you can play as many times as you want between 9 a.m. Central and 8:59 Central Time on Tuesday. So nothing stopping you from playing a few more rounds after this. As we get to hole 6, this is originally hole 15. Drivable par 4, that part hasn't changed, but I feel like sometimes these new tee boxes for Season 3 give you a little bit more room to work around these trees. And that's what we're going to do here. Please go, get up there, get up there. All right, as long as it doesn't go in the water, I'm okay with it. That was a little bit short of a chip. Now, for a lot of you watching out there, you are not hopefully as rusty as I am because it has been a few weeks since I've played a round. One of my resolutions for 2023 is getting better at playing more, and that is hopefully what we're going to do here in the lounge, especially for you guys, maybe throw in some weekend streams. As we get to hole 7, this is originally hole 5. Sort of a original pin, but a bit farther back, which means we're going to just take a nice little 8-wood, high tee it. Not going to crush it or anything. We're just going to throw it out there and let it take its course. Of course, it was looking really good. Nice thing is if you hit those trees, probably going to roll down into the green or have a close chip from the rough there. As we make our way to hole number 8, which is originally hole 14. Short par 3 with these newer tees of season 3. Just going to take a lob. Now the nice thing is at this spot there is no rock wall you have to worry about, just the hilly rough. So if this pin was farther to the left, be more of a concern. I probably would have to club up and cut a higher club down. But for that setup, not too difficult there. All right, we get to hole 9, which is originally hole 4, par 5. I'm just going to go ahead. You know what? We're not even going to risk it. You know what? We're going to do a little bit of a C3 here. I wasn't too concerned. The more I looked at that tree, it was far enough out. This is going to be a nice opportunity for maybe a hybrid or an 8-wood. Look at that, 5 hybrid. 5 hybrid right in, not the bottom of the cup, but with some bite a little closer. But with these new tees, you're going to have some shorter looks that pop up. That one's a little bit shorter. You can also lay up and take a 3-wood or a 5-wood there, but I just like to have the chance to slide on in to the cup with the hybrid there. We get to hole 10. This is actually hole 18. Probably one of the harder match play course holes, I would say. Although with season 3, a little bit easier. Although I hit that way too short. Bit easier of a look, in my opinion, than some of the previous original season 2 tees of 2022. All right, hole number 11, originally hole 8. Not a lot of change here. This one we're just going to throw our little 5-wood out there. I hit it a little bit harder because even though it was 11-mile-an-hour wind, I do not want the extra bounces from the hill of that tiered green, which I've definitely hit and gone in the water before. So we get to hole 12. This is hole 17. A little bit shorter of a tee box. Not actually a bad look here. I'm not going to play too much around with it. I'm just going to take my 5 hybrid and we're going to go right at it. Almost rolled in the cup there. I saw that coming from a mile away. As soon as I hit it, I was so concerned about hitting the left tiered area of the green that I just completely screwed that up. Hole 13, this is a fun one. This is actually hole 2. Again, nothing crazy different from the original tees. A little bit of an angle change. But also you don't normally get a 13-mile-an-hour wind here, which as you get to the back 9 of these daily contests at times will give you a little bit of change there. Hole 14, this is hole 10. This hole, it's interesting. You get closer to this little hill that you could potentially go around, but the tee box, or excuse me, the pins end up farther back in the green. So this is another hole that's not drivable. Could potentially get it closer for a chip. I don't really have a problem just hitting a 9-iron here at 83 yards away. Plus we have that up 6 hill, up 6 green slope that'll help pull that down a little bit. Wish I could have gotten closer for GSPs, but that's all right. And then hole 15, Hollywood Hills, number 7. Again, nothing crazy here. This is a par 3. 86 yards. I'm just going to put a little bite on there. Now, because I have super spin G-wedge, a little bite is probably backspin to others. So if you don't have the plus spin, or if you have regular stock clubs, don't worry about that. Hole 16, ironically, randomly generated as hole 16. 575, tough pin, top tier, right corner. Thankfully, only an 8-mile-an-hour wind. Not sure how we squeezed that one out. This is tough. This is where I'm going to tell you to not try to get it close to the hole. Just get it on the green and be happy with it. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to go soft 8-wood. I don't think that wind's going to be enough, but maybe they'll give me a nice bounce. Hey, look at that. Nice bounce. Stay up. Nope. All right, that's okay, though. Ooh, all right. So, almost got it in there. Almost somehow went wet because of the now newly fixed tiers, but that's all right. Hole 17, par 3, another hole 3, par 3. This will be a pretty easy, holeable shot for a lot of the players out there. I am not one of them, which is why you see me here. That's all right. And then to finish off today's Monday mix-up on Hollywood Hills, it is hole 9, another par 5 that is now a drivable par 4. This is actually a fun look. It's not tough. You can get up there for eagle very easily, but I want to go for a hole in 1. Up 6, 17-mile-an-hour wind in my face. It's actually blowing perfectly towards the cup, which is why I want to go for it, because why the hell not? Not a bad shot there. Not a bad way to both start and end this Monday mix-up on Hollywood Hills. 2 different par 5s that are now drivable par 4s with Season 3 tee. So not the best score for me, but again, I have been out of the game for a few weeks. So goldentee.com/locations, find a Golden Tee Live or Golden Tee PGA Tour game that is updated to 2022 at a commercial game near you. Play as many times as you want, and we'll see you guys again later this week for more Golden Tee action.